guys. We have to go through this. My name is Brittany. I'm on Georgia, Carolina. Walk to Emmaus 107. I sat at the table of the dazzling Deppers, that's what we called it. I had my little cross somewhere. You know how everybody held a cross? Well, I have mine. So. The Walk to Emmaus is supposed to make you a more faithful disciple and active member in your church. That's from Bob Wood, day 4. I read the book. And my 4th day has been an experience. It's had its ups and downs and everywhere in between. Since Emmaus, some things have happened in my life. First, I had a very life-threatening illness that hit me shortly after Emmaus. I had been having calf pain for a while. I even had it in Emmaus and ignored it. And it just wouldn't let me keep going. I was sitting at work one day. I had just left the doctor's office. I went for a pre-pregnancy checkup. He wanted to have another child, but it's not my time quite yet. And I was sitting in there, and all of a sudden I heard the small, still voice we all know. It says, "You have a blood clot." I looked up, I said, "No, I don't. I'm 25 years old. That doesn't happen to me. It doesn't happen to someone like me." Well, called my doctor. She said, "Okay, well, I don't think so, but, you know, we'll head you over to that yard. Just get a Doppler done and just see." Well, I always say little boy, but he's probably not. He's probably about my age, but he was scared. He was doing the Doppler, and he said, he ran and got the doctor, and lo and behold, I had a blood clot called a DVT, which is a deep vein thrombosis. And it's a very serious condition. And so they admitted me into the hospital, and it got worse. I couldn't breathe. I was having horrible chest pain the next day, and it had gone up into my chest 1 millimeter from my heart. And they told me that sometimes a lot of people don't even know they have this. So I'm very blessed to know that the Lord had bigger plans for me. And I told him that day, I said, "If you want me to be a living testimony, you got to let me live." So, it was very scary because I do have a little boy. He'll be 5 Tuesday. And I just want to thank the Lord, for one, and my family and my pastor and my church, and all of y'all that contacted me. It really meant a lot. You know, and a funny thing happened today. I had a friend from work call me and say, "Brittany, what did that thing feel like when you had it?" And I said, well, I told her, and she said, "Well, I have a friend that wants to talk to you." I just got a call before I got here. She had a DVT also. I met her at a Christmas party that I was not going to go to, so the Lord's used me. Amen. I helped save her.
Yes.
Amen. And I'm here because it's God's times and not mine. Emmaus made me realize that. I'm very impatient, want things my way, want it done right away. And I have learned that I have to wait, and it's going to be in God's time, not mine. And that whole week I was in the hospital, the whole month and a half I was off of work, I had to just sit there. Couldn't do anything. I had to sit there and just stir. So I read a lot of books, prayed a lot, and I thought Emmaus was great, but when I had that alone time with my Lord afterwards, he really spoke to me. And, you know, I'm here because I'm supposed to be a living testimony. I mean, amen. Now I've just got to get off the blood thinners. That's what we're working on now, Lord. I got to get off all this medicine. The clot is gone out of my lung. It has gone away. Generally speaking, it takes 3 to 6 months from my understanding, and that happened November the 2nd. Mm. And the one in my leg is very small. It's not even hardly registered anymore. So, very, very, very happy about that. And it's because of Emmaus is the way I handled it a lot better. I lost my faith for just a second, and then he pulled me right back in and said, "Do you remember what I did for you in Emmaus?" I said, "Yes, Lord, I did." Thank you. So Emmaus and all of y'all have really changed my life. And not only that, in our personal life also. Tomorrow we will be together for 6 years. I didn't think we'd make it till this time. We've been married for 6 years tomorrow. What better way to do our anniversary than to be here. Thank y'all very, very much. And want to say anything?
Amen.